Now, you personally have not ruled out the idea of a special earmark tax, what people call a hypothecated tax for the NHS. Do you think that will happen?
Well, I think, again, it's a bit premature to talk about that. If you ask the public about the NHS, they're very clear. They would like to see more money going to the NHS. They would be prepared to see some of their own taxes going into the NHS. But they are very clear. They want to know that money is actually going into the NHS and social care system, and they want to know that the NHS is going to reform and tackle some of the inefficiencies.
So it sounds as though you're quite attracted to the idea of a badged bit of tax being the NHS. Nick Bowles has said national insurance should be renamed, I think, the sort of national health insurance tax. Do you like that idea?
Well, we are a taxpayer-funded system. So in the end, if we're going to get more resources into the NHS and social care system, it will have to come through the tax system and also through growth in the economy. But what I would say is if you have a longer-term settlement, you could, for example, negotiate deals with drugs companies for better prices for the most innovative drugs on the basis of certainty of uptake in the NHS. You could put IT systems into hospitals that made nurses a lot more productive, so they're not always having to write down everything on scraps of paper. So there's a lot of things that you could do that would fundamentally improve the efficiency of the system. And what the public want to know is, yeah, I understand the case that the NHS needs more money. I'd like to see that money going in, but I want to know that every pound is being spent wisely.
Some people will pick up on what you've said, and they will notice that you're not claiming that when we leave the European Union, there is going to be this big pot of money which Boris Johnson and Michael Gove promised would be there. You are saying if we are going to get more money into health service, it's got to come from higher taxes.
Well, I think the truth is that it's too early to say that because we don't know what the outcome of the Brexit talks are. And I'm very hopeful because of the superb achievement of Theresa May in nailing the transition period this week, that we will have a very smooth Brexit and the economy will continue to grow. And then that would, of course, mean... That's a bigger debate, but that would mean more money was available. And that would be great for the NHS if that was possible.
I know